think my 11th Dr. Quiff is coming through, which is really, really good because I guess that means by the time Halloween rolls around, I'll have the perfect hair for my 11th Doctor costume. And it's fitting that I do talk about Halloween because I think if I'm estimating this right, this episode will drop on YouTube publicly on Halloween, so that's awesome. Although in the week of Halloween, I'll be wearing the 11th Doctor costume on another day. On Halloween itself, I don't know. Maybe I can do something a little more Jokerish. Speaking of DC, hello everyone, Liam Catterson here, and we are doing Doom Patrol? Or are we doing Titans? Both is good. I hate how my friends have driven that meme in my head. No, I don't. But we are reacting to episode number 4 of Titans, which is called Doom Patrol. So, to address the elephant in the room, I will check out Doom Patrol at one point. The problem is, it might not be for a while because schedule's booked out for the fall, and I've already booked out the winter schedule. If you want to check out the winter schedule, then it should be pinned on my channel. But even then, when we go into 2020, there's a lot of stuff, including Titans, that I want to get through. There is, of course, the CW stuff that I always react to. There is Doctor Who potentially returning. There is also The Mandalorian that I want to get done, and potentially Runaways. So it's becoming a bit tight, and this guy's got to have a life as well. So yeah, I will get around to Doom Patrol at some point though, and there's Dollhouse as well. But yeah, it's all a bit tight in the reactor life. But this is why cloning should be allowed, because then another Liam could be able to get it done no problemo, until he does betray me, and then he becomes the number 1 Liam. But yeah, I'm talking out of my butthole as usual. Yes, I'm really enjoying Titans so far. Last episode, we had the gang basically together, even though they weren't all handshaking with each other. It was all a bit dramatic, with Dick wanting to find Rachel again after she was kidnapped by that family, and then they lost her because Corey is an angel. Yeah, Corey rescued her, and Dick was able to trace Corey and Rachel down. And yeah, Rachel also bumped into Beast Boy, who I assume she's running to after her darker self took a big whammy at the convent thing. Yeah. Yeah, she took a big whammy out of that, and now she's running. So I'm wondering if this is all, like, if Rachel running to that foresty area will lead into the Doom Patrol. But yeah, I don't know too much about the Doom Patrol, so this will basically be me going in fresh. But yeah, I'm really excited. So with that said, let's get into episode number 4 of Titans Season 1. Let's go. See, at least you're helping him out. Everyone just decided to bail. Oh, shh. This is how he gets the powers, okay, yes. This is like a cure. I was gonna say, it's very bold to exhibit your powers in front of Rachel. Luckily, she's got powers of her own.
How'd you...
Don't worry, I don't bite.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yes! Yes! My heart! My heart!
hurt anyone? There's no stopping it now.
Stopping what?
There's no stopping it now.
Locking her in the room with a mirror as well is never gonna work.
Why did you leave her here?
In a convent full of nuns? Yeah, seemed real dangerous. And you know, you're the one who stole my car and drove off.
Yeah, I thought you could handle her for a few minutes, but I should have known better considering you ditched her in DC.
Oh.
Girl. Go on, get.
Oh. This is a perfect teamwork. Oh!
Get out of here!
I love that teamwork.
That.
Yeah, I do. I have a pretty good instinct about this kind of thing.
Oh. Oh shit. Bambi's mum gets to live again.
Tell Larry what you want, Brad.
Okay, I'll be up in a minute.
I was not put on this earth to babysit.
Wow. Wait, did she see that he was...
That was
well,
close.
she would have heard that he was a robot. Ooh! Jesus! This guy's pretty chill for being all bandaged up. Very eccentric.
You invisible under there?
Wouldn't that be nice? How do you
Aww.
like your steak? Unless you're a vegan, which would break my heart.
She's not staying for dinner, Larry.
It'll be fine.
Be like
She's gone
Larry.
until tomorrow, and even with Rita, we have plenty of food.
And I am hungry.
And she is hungry.
See, be like
Nice
Larry.
here.
Right? Told you.
Let's take a vote.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What the? Oh, that's what the hell? I was gonna say, can he digest that? And how is Larry supposed to eat if...
For God's sake, Cliff, stop staring at the poor girl.
So are the waffles crispy on the outside and the gooey a little bit on the inside with just the right amount of butter?
They're perfect.
Yeah. Try the chicken.
Oh, God.
Why can't you dance?
Forget it. You're
Did a
young.
robot.
Nobody's dancing with this.
I would.
Me and Rachel just whoosh.
She can stay.
Sounds like everyone's having fun.
Wait. Jesus Christ, I'm hungry. It's her fault. She's got like a big dinner and like, that's me. Oh, shh.
It's okay. I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, Rachel. Seems like her form is like dissipating.
Okay. It's okay.
Oh, Rachel. I'm loving this for Rachel.
Experimented on,
Oh.
tortured. You are an incredibly selfish boy.
What? No, he's not.
Never disobey me again.
He's only trying to do good. I get why they are a bit anxious.
You hurt her?
Dick?
Dick! Dick, stop!
Shit, this darkness.
Daddy?
Oh, nah.
Daddy?
Big yikes.
I would never hurt no girl.
Our dear Rita had been in an institution for decades after a toxic gas left her cells unstable. I freed her.
And I'm very thankful, Chief.
So that's what's
And
happening to
Larry,
her.
a
Like, it's...
pilot
Oi.
in the Air Force, he crashed his plane and was exposed to negative energy. He was
Oof.
given mere days. They were doomed. And yet, here they all sit, enjoying dessert. If you'd let me...
I kind of feel so bad for
do
Cliff, though. He
some
can't eat. That
tests.
would kill me.
Rachel, you're not alone.
At least they're being compassionate. They're not monsters.
What I do know is that no one manages alone.
Oh, man.
Don't have to remember much to remember that.
It's just hard, isn't it?
Sit down, Garfield.
Is he gonna stand
Sit
up to him?
Back. Down.
No.
Oh!
No.
Chief? Let her go.
This is...
Need it.
Ah, Oh god. This ain't it, Chief. Oh boy. It's bad news for you. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not so fascinating now, is it? Okay, that wasn't creepy at all, Rita. Oh! Oh, shh. This is crazy. Ow! Oh, is his spine done?
Okay, you have me. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm not going anywhere. You're right.
Yes. Never
Right here.
leave us sight. Oh, Dick.
It's okay.
Nice. That was beautiful.
You can have more than us.
Aww. I love how understanding they are. Larry's my favorite. Hey, we have all our Titans together! Emotional for these guys, but... So yeah, I pretty much enjoyed that episode of Titans. It was really good, and we got to see now the Titans are a team, I guess, officially. So, unofficially, officially, yeah. I'll just push this in, but yeah, it was pretty solid. I just loved a lot of the things that went down in this episode, especially meeting the Doom Patrol themselves. I think there's more. So I'm not so sure if this is a prequel or a sequel to the show itself, but what I do know is that there was some really great characters. Larry being my favorite, he was just so comical. But yeah, it was pretty good stuff. We got to see Beast Boy's origins, which was pretty great because, as I said at the start of my reaction, that we need a bit more exposure on Beast Boy because he like I made a joking point, but I think it's more sincere when you think about it. By the time episode 3 ended, it felt like Batman was getting more development than Beast Boy himself because Beast Boy was just there. Like stealing games, and then the next scene we see of him is him interacting with that brief bit with Rachel. So yeah, so it was great to see a bit of development for him. Not just that though, but how it intertwines with the connection to the Doom Patrol was great, because it means this tie-in, this crossover, it doesn't feel forced whatsoever. It has this nice bridge with Doom Patrol, and that's because Gar was a lost cause by normal doctors, so the chief came in and saved him, and then took him under his wing, because he exposed this ability to change mainly into a tiger. So yeah, but like I said, it's great because it doesn't feel forced, this connection with the Doom Patrol, and it also sets things up with the Titans as a whole really well, rather than like they could have just forced it in, but the Doom Patrol were understanding that he was like kind of breaching their rules, because no one's really allowed out, and there's that unfairness. So the so all of them agreed you can go with them if you want and live your life. You don't have to be shackled here. So I really like how uh, perfect the connections with the Doom Patrol and the Titans are. So yeah. I love the focus on Rachel's powers for the better in this episode, because rather than the fear of there were still moments of fear in this episode, especially when the chief didn't listen to Rachel's demands and broke his back. Like, I had a feeling when we had that line about, oh, the chief's just got his back repaired. Yeah, that was a red flag for him to come. But I really loved the focus on Rachel's powers, because we saw a lot of good come from her powers, such as empathizing with Rita, with the healing of the girl and the deer. There was a great deal of focus with Rachel's goodness, and how um there's a positive spin for her power. So I really liked that, and it's kind of allowing Gar a chance to see why he should have faith in Rachel. More like more evidence to more evidence to support his connection with Rachel. I did really like that at the beginning, though, how them two were hitting things off, and how well how much chemistry they had with each other. It was really great stuff. So like I said, this positive spin on her powers gives Gar more testimony to have a bit more faith in Rachel, especially when she was feeling a bit lost, because Dick kind of shunned her away. And yeah, we'll get onto that in a minute, but it was great to have that positive spin in this episode. Yeah, I loved the interactions that the Doom Patrol had with Rachel. It was really fun. There was those differences, like Larry was more laid back and Cliff was more cautious and serious. So yeah, I loved the dinner scene as well, and I loved exploring the differences and what made them who they are in this episode, with Cliff having the brain in that robot suit. And it is kind of sorrowful. You do feel so bad for these characters, because they cannot have that normal life. And whereas they have that second chance, which they are obviously grateful for, um, it must suck, having these like, you saw Rita um feel a bit, I guess, embarrassed with her cells collapsing at the dinner table. And again, another case of Rachel's powers proving good when she empathized with her. So yeah. And there's also cases like Cliff, he can't eat as well. So like that would haunt me. Although like there must be some kind of envy with Larry, with not Larry, with Cliff not being able to eat, and then Rita just her powers giving her that ability to have a high calorie intake, which is like something that I would love. Because yeah, um, like I can I can eat, like I could basically clear out an all-you-can-eat restaurant, really. Because I just love the food, but of course you do worry that risk of putting weight on. But yeah, with Rita, she's like, yeah, I'm not so like with her predicament though. Like it does suck for her though, as we saw like that big pulsy thing. That was her form, wasn't it? Like so yeah, but it was kind of creepy at first, not gonna lie, but that was before we knew the truth about her. So yeah, but yeah, I liked how we explored the Doom Patrol in this episode. Like, I do like the aspect that their main goal is to give those who are considered lost causes, or those who have been given up, should I say, that like they defy the impossible. And yeah, it's pretty great in a world where the impossible is possible, and some people can't seek normality. This is a place they can feel welcome, although they do have to follow the rules of not being allowed out in the open, because this is a secret area. This is a secret experimentation, so before they can ever publicize the idea of these like out of this world like game changing experiments that can help people. And of course it's still not as, I guess, perfected, so yeah. And it was very interesting to see the chief lecture Gar about the fact that he was selfish about breaching the barrier. Like Gar was only trying to help, I get that, but the chief, I get why the chief was very, very stern with him, because he doesn't want others to feel constraint, whereas others get a get out of jail free card. They get free reign, and they get this special attention. So you don't want to upset the other people you keep at the house. So yeah, and he does care a great deal. Like, he's got pure heart by giving these people a chance, and like they do have these like kind of abilities and all of that, but he gives them a chance, a place to stay. And it's not like it's not a poorly treated area. It's very luxurious as well. So, and I'm assuming that's all by the chief. Like all this fancy food, like everything that makes this house glorious. That's all down to the chief. So he's trying to make it as homey as he can. So these guys don't feel like prisoners. They feel like they can chill here for the rest of their days. So yeah, with Dick and Corey, though, they were out looking for Rachel, chasing her in this episode. And yeah, there was a bit of layer for Dick's character, because we saw him attacking that hunter, and then we saw that boy who was the hunter's son. And that was like a yikes moment. And this episode did lecture about Dick, like how he's trying to not bear the same, like not bear the responsibility of raising Rachel, because he doesn't want to make the same mistakes as Bruce did. But, and I'm glad that this episode did touch up upon this. It's the case of there are alternatives than thinking that you're going to go down this road of this similar path. You can be better, especially if you're the sidekick of the hero. Like you're, I guess in a well, it's not a selfish way, but in a way you want to become better than the hero. And this is the chance for Dick to be better than what Bruce did. Like he can bring up Rachel better than Bruce did, and not have her go through the same darkness. So yeah, I'm glad that Corey gave that talk, but I can empathize with Dick, because I mean Corey even said it himself. You seem like a really, really nice guy, but this is all about you. And I think fear is just consuming his mind, isn't it? So, and sometimes we make decisions based off fear. So at this point, I think Dick is pretty much in that territory of fear, that he hasn't thought of alternatives to being better. So yeah, but that's why I like that scene at the end where he comforted Rachel. and said he's going to be there for her because he's finally thinking about alternatives. He's listening to what he needs to hear. So I really liked that. And yeah, history doesn't always have to repeat itself, and at least trying will be something. But yeah, this was a solid episode for Titans. Yeah, I really loved it. Didn't feel forced. The bridge of Titans and Doom Patrol, it felt really it flowed really well. We got a bit more backstory. We got that closure of Dick and trying to not bear the responsibility of looking after Rachel, and it was a pretty fun episode. So yeah, but I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Geeks channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!